Today, we're diving into Streptococcus pneumoniae, or as I like to call it, Strep's overachieving cousin. Because not only does it hang out in your nose, it also tries to kill you. Fun, right? Now, before we start, a quick reminder, I'm not a doctor, I'm barely a PowerPoint presenter, so let's see if we can make microbiology as entertaining as Netflix. So Streptococcus pneumoniae is like that shape-shifting villain in movies. It's a lancet-shaped diplococcus, which basically means it's a tiny double act of bacteria, just 0.5 to 1.25 micrometers wide. Cute, right? Except it's not. It's gram-positive, which is a fancy way of saying it loves purple dye. Imagine it at an art class, absolutely refusing to use any other color. No thanks, I'll stick with violet, it says. These bacteria hang out in your nasopharynx. That's just a fancy word for the bit of your throat where your nose joins in. It's like the bacteria's living room, where it crashes without paying rent. Sometimes it's harmless, but other times it's like, you know what, let's mess up the locks today. Now, this microbe doesn't mess around. It causes pneumonia, meningitis, bacteremia, otitis media, and sinusitis. That's right, 5 diseases, at least. It's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe of bacteria, but with way more sequels. Pneumonia, that's the big one. Your lungs get inflamed, and if you're lucky, you just feel like you've swallowed sandpaper. If not, well, let's not go there. And meningitis, oh, that's where it really ups its game. Attacks your brain, symptoms like fever, headaches, and stiffness. Basically, it makes you a walking WebMD warning. How does it spread? Through sneezes. That's right. One little sneeze and suddenly it's spreading faster than gossip in a small town. And people can carry it without knowing it, like bacteria ninjas. So in crowded places, daycare centers, nursing homes, it's basically bacteria speed dating. Globally, Streptococcus pneumoniae is a real overachiever. In 2019, it was linked to 1.6 million deaths. That's more than the population of some countries. It's like the Elon Musk of bacteria. Relentlessly productive, but nobody asked for it. In the Philippines, it's causing all sorts of havoc. 170,059 cases of pneumonia among kids under 4. That's like if every toddler on Sesame Street caught it 10 times each. And 3,182 deaths in 1 year? Honestly, this bacterium needs a hobby that isn't killing people. And here's the kicker, antimicrobial resistance. Over 45% of strains are resistant to penicillin, so it's like the bacteria sat down, read how to become unstoppable, and decided to become resistant to everything. Penicillin? Not today. Erythromycin? Try again. Antibiotics. We all know them. But how did we get here, relying on tiny invisible warriors to fight microscopic villains like Streptococcus pneumoniae? Let's start with penicillin. Once upon a time, penicillin was like the Beyonce of antibiotics. Beyonce! Top of the charts, beloved by all. If you had a pneumococcal infection, penicillin would show up, smash it, and leave. But then in the late 1970s, something went wrong.
Oh my god! What is that?
The bacteria decided to resist like the stubborn stains on your favorite jumper. Then there are cephalosporins. There are 5 generations of these things. 5. It's like the fast and furious of antibiotics. One of them, ceftriaxone, is apparently good for meningitis caused by our bacterial friend S. pneumoniae. Makes you wonder though, how many sequels are too many? And now macrolides. Fancy antibiotics with names like azithromycin and clarithromycin. They sound more like Pokemon than medicine, don't they? But they've been saving lives since 1952. Back then, if you were allergic to penicillin, macrolides stepped in. Vancomycin though is the MVP. It's what you use when everything else fails. Apparently, 100% of pneumococcal bacteria were susceptible to vancomycin as recently as 2017. Linezolid is a strong contender with a 100% success rate, though calling anything linezolid sounds like it should be an IKEA shelving unit, not medicine. Then there's levofloxacin and meropenem, which sounds less like medicine and more like a baby name, but their effectiveness, top-notch. Antigocycline, 99.9% susceptibility. That's basically 100%, but they didn't want to sound arrogant. Now, modern strategies. Immunotherapy is like getting a flu shot but better. Vaccines are being jazzed up to handle all sorts of pneumococcal troublemakers. Then there's phage therapy, which uses viruses to attack bacteria. Viruses helping humans? That's like a lion becoming vegan.
You're joking.
It sounds wrong, but it's happening, sort of.
You're joking.
So what have we learned about Streptococcus pneumoniae today? It's a tiny purple-loving villain that lives rent-free in your nose, quietly plotting world domination. It's responsible for diseases like pneumonia, meningitis, and more, essentially punching way above its microscopic weight class. But thanks to science, we've got antibiotics, vaccines, and even phage therapy to keep it in check. So while S. pneumoniae might think it's the boss, humans are still the ones with PowerPoint presentations. Remember, wash your hands, cover your sneezes, and get vaccinated.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.